Why is this concrete so expensive? Good morning. It is Wednesday at 6:20. I'm just getting ready to leave for work. We have a really fun day planned today. I'm going to head to a ready mix plant and I am going to take a tour. I'm going to give you an inside look on a concrete ready mix plant and I'm going to show you how they make their easy money. If you've ever wondered what concrete is made of, if you've ever wondered how they make it and how they distribute it across the city, this is going to be the video for you. So let's go. I'll see you guys at the coffee shop. How much garbage do we make? Morning, Scott. What are you doing up here?
Oh, I'm all kinds of stuff.
You're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Get a bag. There's a bag for you.
All right, well, we just pulled up to Rivcrete Ready Mix in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is actually a company that I've done business with for about 20 years. I don't buy the ready mix from here, but I do buy all my decorative concrete supplies from here, and I have for a long time. So when the owner reached out to me and offered to give me a plant tour and an inside look on how a concrete plant works, I was all over it. I'm super excited, and I finally get to find out why my concrete is always late. How's it going, man?
You don't remember me from Smith, do you? Yeah, easy money, easy
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, now.
Have a good day.
You too now.
It's good to see you, yes.
Same here.
Morning. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So what's the scoop, buddy?
Were you just taking a nap in your office? Tell me the truth.
I was laying down. Sean came in and said there's camera crew here.
I knew it. Do you want to start in there?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's
Is
start
that
in there
easier?
for just a minute.
Like, come on, Ryan. Let's go in and check out the conference room.
So what do you use this room for?
We use this room for a lot of meetings with our employees, our vendors, suppliers.
All right.
Extra office space when we need it.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's
some
pretty
big
handy.
big clients have sat in here asking for lots of concrete.
Big clients.
Yeah.
Like yourself, exactly.
Yeah, like myself. Yeah, give me 4 yards. Yeah, right. All right, so you're one of the owners here at Rivcrete?
Correct.
And you guys, I've been doing business with Rivcrete for quite a while.
Yep.
Your dad is a legend in the concrete industry, right?
We like to think so.
Yeah, exactly. How many employees do you have here?
In total, we have about 80 within the company.
Okay.
So they're scattered between different locations, but the majority of our staff is at this location.
Okay, and how many concrete truck drivers do you guys have?
We have about 50 ready mix drivers.
And then how many locations do you have?
We have 3 plant locations.
And we're in Milwaukee, kind of on the northwest side of Milwaukee right
Right.
now, and then you
Yep.
have 2 more?
Yep, downtown, closer to downtown, I should say.
Yeah. Both of them are, the other 2 are both
But
downtown?
both are closer to downtown area, yeah.
And the majority of your office staff works here, correct?
Almost all of our office staff is in this location, yep.
Okay, so you pretty much run everything out of this place?
Yeah, billing, phone calls, dispatching, order taking,
Okay.
everything.
Really, what I wanted to kind of introduce the audience to
Okay.
is just a general idea of how your business runs. So as a contractor, I just want to make a phone call. I
Yep.
want to tell you the type of concrete that I want,
Yep.
and I want it to arrive. But there are a lot of things that need to happen
Right.
to actually get that concrete truck there. I want to give people a good idea of what all happens here, because I went on a little tour with you last week, I think it was, and I was actually surprised at how many office staff that you have,
Right.
and just all the moving parts. I was very impressed, and I was a little surprised actually. So
Sure.
I actually just want to walk around with you and kind of take me, just from that initial phone call from a
Yep.
contractor or maybe a homeowner that just needs a single yard of concrete,
Sure.
all the way to the point where that truck drives away and delivers that concrete. So
Yeah, there's a lot of details that go into the
yeah,
process
for sure, a lot. So let's go take a look.
Sounds good. Let's go.
All right, so this is Danielle.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Pretty much do a little bit of everything.
Danielle's
so,
the boss.
Yeah.
I know, and I've actually known you for
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time.
That's right, about 20 years.
Yes,
so,
a very long time.
Yes.
She's the gatekeeper of the company.
Right. So you have a lot of responsibilities, but one main responsibility is to take the calls, which is kind of the first step in the process of getting these concrete trucks loaded and out on the road, right?
Correct, yes.
So can you show me a little bit about what you do? How does that process work? So I'm a contractor. I just make a call and I say, hey, Danielle, I need 5 yards of concrete next week, Wednesday. So what do you do?
I then pull up the day. So we could go to let's just go to tomorrow. Pull up my chart. As you can see, we're a little busy tomorrow.
Yeah, so
the
that
green line says how
Yes.
many trucks I have. What's over the green line says how many trucks I don't have, but I have orders for. So
gotcha.
this is a typical
All right.
day.
Well, at least you're honest. I appreciate that.
By the end of the day, things usually work out, so I'm not too concerned about tomorrow.
So what would you say the most frustrating part of your job is?
Hi, this is Danielle at Rivcrete. Yeah, good morning. Just checking to see if you're going to release those 6 trucks I have on hold for you right now.
Oh, I don't need them. I got a dentist appointment at 10 o'clock.
So what am I supposed to do with these 6 trucks?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this toothache? Man, what is her problem? Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
So when my concrete truck is late and I call you and I say, can you find out where my concrete truck is?
Yes.
Do you guys have GPS in the trucks? Can you figure out where the truck actually is?
So yes, generally we can, but usually I just tell the contractor it'll be there in 5.
Barb.
So you actually have 3 people that answer the phone and take orders.
Yes, and actually there's
Wow.
2 guys back here shipping all the trucks. We got Jacob and Ken.
So the responsibility is,
They are sending the trucks out to the job sites, keeping track of them,
Okay.
making sure when they come back that they've got a assigned order to go to next.
that probably can get confusing at times when you're very, very busy.
You can, yeah. And they're also order taking too, and the phones are ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you actually have 5 people just sitting right here.
Right.
Wow.
Right. That we do have GPS in all the trucks.
Yeah. So you can track the truck. So all those little green dots
Yep.
are trucks right now.
Yep.
That's
and
pretty cool.
That'll tell me which truck it is,
Nice.
and he's on the job.
All this stuff didn't exist years ago.
No,
I mean, there was no
I'd say,
GPS on the
like,
trucks,
last
and
5 to 10 years
Gosh,
for
it's
sure.
gotten so much better.
yeah.
I mean, we'll even call drivers and let them know about traffic jams and quicker routes to get back to the
Right.
plant or to the job.
Anything
sites.
you can do to make things more efficient is
Yep.
going to make you more money. It's going
Right.
to keep your contractors happier.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Back here's where the drivers come in the mornings.
So how many drivers are here at this location?
About 20 drivers are at this location.
20 drivers?
Yep. We have all the GPS, iPads in each truck.
So each driver has a iPad to take
iPad,
along,
yep, and they've
and it
got
has
the
their
documentation.
order on there.
It has their order. We can text the drivers. It's got all of our insurance certificates on it as well.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. So up here's where the main office location would be.
All right. And up there, it looks like you guys have pictures of jobs that you're pretty proud of.
We do. Yeah, and then a corresponding delivery ticket from that job.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the biggest job you've ever supplied concrete to in yardage? Not in a single day,
Yeah,
but
I would
a job.
say probably the freighter parking structures. There's
Yeah.
5 in total. There's over 50,000 yards on that project.
50,000 yards of
50,000
concrete.
yards of just concrete. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then Kurt's our bookkeeper, safety guy. That's his office.
Morning. All right.
And then Mike, our sales manager's in here. And Sean, well, he's
Transitioning.
moving in. So I'll show you what we got going on in here.
It'll be nice.
Yeah. So we're actually building this room out. This is going to be our multi-faceted QC office space.
Okay.
So we're gutting this office. We just put this big slider door in here. We're
Yeah.
gonna put a partition wall, so we've got 2 QC guys working out of this office, and then they can just walk through here. And
So all your testing is going to take place in there.
Exactly.
All right.
Come through here, and then here is our QC lab.
All
I'll let
right.
Sean give you more details on that.
Yeah, I'm going to have Sean explain
Yep.
how concrete is made and what you guys test for
Yep. Absolutely.
and why you test.
And back here, if you want to take a quick look, because I know you do a lot of decorative work.
Yep. I've been back in this room many times.
This is where we keep a lot of our building materials. That's a color machine we have. Makes all of our color.
So you mix all your custom color right here.
We do.
So I can call in and give you a color from a chart.
Exactly.
You punch the numbers in and
Yep. It's kind of like a paint machine. It's got your base colors inside of that. And
Yep.
then manufactures the different colors. And these are all the backup granular totes that we have that fills the machine.
yep. And you guys rent concrete stamps because I
We
have
do.
rented them before
Yep,
from you guys. And then over here you got some sealers, looks like.
Yep.
And then I know over there is all your color hardeners and releases.
Yeah, we actually have a whole bunch more in the back area that we keep. So back here is cold storage, and then we've got a lot more materials on the shelf yet.
Yep. I actually walked in here yesterday. I didn't even know this room existed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Thanks for showing me around. I'm going to spend some time with your quality control guy.
Sounds good.
And we're going to learn how the concrete actually gets made.
Cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All
Thanks
right.
for coming.
Yep. All right. I'm still at the concrete plant. It was cloudy this morning and it cleared up a little bit for now. The sun came out. It's a gorgeous day here in Wisconsin. I actually feel a little bit guilty for not pouring concrete today, but it is nice just to be around concrete. Doing stuff like this is absolutely fascinating to me. I love it. It's very interesting. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. You ready?
Important, someone has to wait on me.
Yeah, right. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Sean, right?
Yes.
And you're the quality control guy.
Yes,
All right. Well, you're the guy that we want to talk to. Of
course.
You can show us all the interesting stuff.
we can do that.
All right. Well, let's
Take
go.
care of that.
Yeah, let's go to the lab. Let's check some things
good.
out. What is concrete made out of? What are the main ingredients of concrete?
So concrete's super simple in design. You're gonna need stone, sand, water, and cement.
Yes.
So cement is one of the products that goes into it.
A lot of people actually don't know the difference between concrete and cement. A lot of people confuse those two terms.
Call it cement
So
trucks.
show us what cement is.
So cement
And
is
what's the difference between cement and concrete?
So this would be your Portland cement that we would put in all our trucks. It's a super fine powder, and it's just a constituent that goes into the concrete.
Right. So cement is just a powder.
Yes.
Cement is not concrete.
Correct.
Concrete is not concrete until we put what ingredients together and mix them up.
So we're gonna need a couple. Bare bones basic, you're gonna need cement, a stone, a sand, and a water.
Right.
And
right.
from there, we can get more complicated or less complicated depending on contractors and
Yep.
projects that they're working on.
Concrete can get very technical. A lot of people don't understand that.
Very technical.
People just think you throw the ingredients in a concrete truck, mix it up, and away you go.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy, and I know that.
So we can do anything from low strength all the way up to high strength 12,000 and build skyscrapers.
Right.
So there's a big range that we can produce with just simple ingredients like this.
So I pour typically a 6 or a 7 bag mix. So I know the most popular mix for driveway contractors would just be a 6 bag mix. What does that mean? What is a
So-
6 bag mix?
Yeah. So if we were to do this, yours would look like this.
And this is there's 2 types of stone.
Yep.
We won't talk too much about them, but there's low chert stone
And
and then there's regular stone.
Yep.
And I always pour with low chert
You're a
stone.
low chert guy.
Yes.
Yes.
So we won't get into the details of that. So we got the cement, we have our low chert stone, we have sand and water, obviously.
Yep. And
But
we
what does 6 bag mean? Or some people I know, like in other
it's an
states,
old
they say
school
sack. 6 sack. That's
Yep,
another
it's
popular
an old school
term.
term. Basically, a bag or a sack of cement weighs 94 pounds.
Okay.
So if you need 6 of them, 6 times 94, that's how much Portland cement goes into your 1 yard.
Okay. So 1 bag equals 94 pounds of Portland cement.
Yep. And it's true bare bones. There's no, gray area. There's no nothing. We give you a true 6 bag that you asked for. We give you the premium stone,
Yep.
that low chert that you got to pay for, and a blend of sand, water, and a little bit of chemical.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And then a couple other admixtures. One very important admixture for us up here in the north is air entrainment.
Yes.
That's very, very important. Guys down south might not be as familiar with it.
Correct.
So why don't you? So air entrainment is actually it's an admixture and it's a chemical.
Yes.
So why don't you explain
that's
what
something
that
that
is?
gets lost. Kind of, some guys have an interpretation that it might be like air compressor that we hook up
Right,
to the truck or
right.
something. Basically, it reacts kind of like soap would. So you have a nice calm state. You shake it up, add a little bit of water, and you got all these bubbles.
Yes.
Well, all these bubbles in this, we're trying to form inside your concrete. The water, the rainwater coming into your driveway, that's going to expand come the wintertime. When that water expands, it's got to have somewhere to go.
Yes.
So we create these little air pockets throughout the entire slab of your concrete, the entire driveway, to give room for water to expand without cracking your concrete.
So internally, that water is freezing, it is expanding, and if it didn't have the little air pockets to expand into, it would put the pressure on the concrete itself and actually just destroy the concrete.
Correct.
So that's what air entrainment is.
You'd see it on the surface, and then it'll crack entire slabs. The
Right.
power of freezing water is incredibly strong.
Yep.
And we
Yep.
try to counteract it with a simple chemical like that.
How do you test the concrete for strength?
So, and of course, we did all our testing yesterday for your mix, but I have a couple left over.
All right.
So this is a 6-bag or 6-sack mix.
Okay, so you
with
pour
limestone.
these sample cylinders,
Yeah.
right?
We do.
So is there a form or something that you
Let
use
me
to
grab
make
you one.
these?
So basically,
And this is a standard procedure that
Yes.
everybody uses the same testing procedure to
Yes.
see how strong their concrete is, correct?
so all the way from commercial to high strength to residential guys. These are the two samples we're going to use. So basically, we would take a sample from your load, from your truck,
Yep.
whether we do it on the job or in our yard. We would fill this mold, nice pretty 4x8 cylinder. We would let it cure for about 24 hours or 48 hours, and then we got to get it off.
Okay.
So we strip the mold, and we're left with a perfectly round cylinder as such. We finish the top, and that's our strength specimen. So what we'll do is we take this cylinder, obviously pre-destruction, and we would insert it into our brake machine
All right. And now this is basically a hydraulic press, correct?
with a computer.
Right,
That's
with a
about it.
computer to tell you how much pressure it took before
Yeah.
it breaks.
We would insert into said press,
Yep.
and we have a computer system that'll read the strength at which it's compressing that strength specimen,
Sure.
and that load rate we can calculate a compressive PSI.
So I know you play around with mixes and there's specifications that you have to meet for different projects, high-end projects.
Yeah.
What is the strongest concrete that you've been able to produce?
So we actually set the record this year. We had a cylinder produced for the new skyscraper that we're going to try and build. And the strongest cylinder that we broke in a machine was 18,500 pounds.
That is insane.
Yeah, we were kind of impressed with that one. We were kind of impressed.
Do you have one we can break?
I can sure find one.
Yeah, if you can find one, that would be pretty cool.
For sure. There you go.
So that's it right there.
Yes, sir.
Broken. All right, so over here you got some bins,
Yes, sir.
and
we
this
got-
is where the magic starts to happen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we talked about all those different constituents.
Yep.
We got to get them in a large production. So we have an option for sand, that regular 1 stone that we saw,
Yep.
a bigger version called 2 stone.
Okay.
Your limestone's over there.
Yep. The low chert.
Yep, or low chert, and then we have a pea stone option as well.
Okay. So it looks like there's some grates, and this stuff drops down.
Yes, sir. So we'll back up a quad axle dump truck.
Yeah, I got some video of that yesterday. They were
And-
backing right in here and dumping it
this is
right
some
in.
Strong, strong iron.
Yeah.
And basically one giant bin here.
Okay.
And there's some belts underneath.
So
us.
there's an underground bin that contains all the stone down here.
Yeah, so there's some belts and basically a grate, or just an opening gate.
Yep.
Nothing too fancy.
Yep.
And based on a whole bunch of sophisticated computer systems and some lighting networks, that batch tower will call for more material, whatever it needs.
Okay.
So up on the batch tower looks like a fancy popcorn divider. You know, we got caramel corn, cheese corn, whatever.
Yes.
Same thing up there.
Yep.
And if anything gets too low, that computer system will call for more. And basically opens a gate, gets one belt line, and goes
Yep.
up another up into that batch tower.
Okay, so the belts come from the bins. They're actually underground, right?
Yep.
And then it brings it up to
It'll
this
hit
point.
its first belt. Yep.
All right, and then it actually climbs the tower. So once it comes all the way up to the top, there's separate bins up there, correct? for all
Yes,
the different
sir.
materials.
Yes, sir.
So that's where it lands, and ultimately it'll take it from there and drop it proportionally into a concrete truck.
Through a system of scales and such, yes.
All right, well, let's go take a look and see who operates this room here.
Sounds good.
All right. So what you're seeing here is a bulk cement truck, and the cement that's in that trailer is actually pumped out through the hose in the back, up the pipes to the top of the tower. That's unlike the conveyor belt that we saw earlier that brings the aggregate and the sand up to the top of the tower. And these bulk tanker trucks will come in multiple times a day to supply the tower with all the cement that they need.
Welcome to the bat shower.
All right. So we're almost there once we get to this point.
Yes,
So
sir.
materials come up conveyor belt, drop in to the bins, which are pretty much around us, right?
Yeah, right above us. Yeah.
They're right above us right now. And these guys here, you guys know what you're doing?
Sometimes.
Tell me the truth.
Sometimes.
At least you're honest. All right, so show me what you got going on here.
I'm just loading one truck right now currently.
So you got, it looks like you got cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you can see every part of the operation, what's happening. You actually can see the conveyor belts bringing the material up, trucks getting loaded. This one here, you can see if the material's missing the truck and going all over the ground. I'm sure that's never happened, right?
Never.
Yeah, right. So it looks like you got a pretty complicated system here. Lots of buttons.
Lots of
Almost
buttons.
like a pilot. How much do you actually use? Be honest. 3?
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, not a lot.
Not all
I mean,
of it.
unless there's problems, then we
Yeah,
use a lot
right.
more.
All right, so kind of explain the process. I know I was here yesterday, I was videoing, and the concrete trucks actually come from the road. You got a good view of them, and they'll actually drive basically right under us, correct?
Yep, basically right under us.
So they're right under us.
Yep.
So they'll drive up, they'll get lined up, they'll get their hoppers just lined up perfectly.
Yep.
And then basically it's your job to drop the ingredients right in the truck.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So I was actually upstairs yesterday and I saw the different bins and I actually saw the process of the aggregate. So you must have like 2 hoppers, a main hopper, and then it drops it in to a secondary hopper which weighs it.
Yeah,
Is that
so-
how that works?
Yep. So we have a main hopper that holds the material.
Yep.
Bin we call it, and then it goes into a scale.
Okay.
And that scales it up per ingredient or stone, sand.
So basically the volume of concrete is actually measured by weight.
Yes.
So the weight actually determines what a cubic yard will actually
Yep.
end up being.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
I think that was pretty cool. It was a good general overview of how a concrete plant works. From the me talking to Nick and then going through things with you, being up here. That's pretty much it. That's the last step, and away the truck goes.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love concrete, man. I think all you guys love concrete, right?
We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Exactly. Concrete's awesome, you have to admit. I mean, what you can do with concrete, it's so versatile, it's super strong, and you can adjust it to make it even stronger. Yeah, it's awesome. What would the world be without concrete? That's what I say. All right, see you guys.
Have a good
Have a
one.
great day, enjoy your winter. What's going on, bro? You know what you're doing?